think about how ridiculous some millennial fashion trends were in the 2010s. Like, folks were going hard on the blogs for these 8 millennial fashion trends that we're about to go over right now. Were any of these trends that you rock? You know, don't be shy. Be honest. Let us know in the comments. Did I miss any? Let me know that in the comments as well. So we're gonna start out with number 1, the Jeffrey Campbell leaders. This was one, to my recollection, I feel like this was one of the first viral fashion moments of the 2010s. Now, these were like an Oxford with a super high platform, but they were a booty, and they came in a lot of different colors. They came in solid colors, they came in prints, they came in mixed prints, they came in wild print, they had an American flag print, they had the, oh, remember when they had the spikes at the back of them? I ain't gonna lie, I had shoes with spikes. I ain't had the leaders, but I definitely had shoes with spikes coming out of them, you know, in the 2010s. People wore these leaders with skirts. They wore them with leggings. They wore them with jeans. They dressed them up. They dressed them down. Now, if you think about it, they really were a versatile shoe, because while they could give, I'm gonna kill my mom, I'm gonna kill my dad, they also gave, we found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless... Okay, I think you get the point. But mostly they were giving baby calf though. Now, like I said, I ain't own a pair of these leaders, but I definitely did this super platform high heel in the 2010s. See, I'm 5'9", and I was wearing them joints 5 inches, sometimes a little bit higher than 5 inches, and I was well over 6 feet, and I did not give a damn. I was looking down at everyone like, hello, how was the air down there? What are your thoughts on the Jeffrey Campbell leaders, which, by the way, they still sell to this day. I went on the Jeffrey Campbell website, and them leaders was right there, like they was on sale, right? And I think they was over $100 too. However, what are your thoughts on the Jeffrey Campbell leaders? Did you have them? Did you hate them? Did you love them? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and we gonna move on to number 2. Festival fashion. Yo, Coachella had folks looking like they done took their grandmama doily, stretched that joint out, put it on, added some combat boots and a flower crown, and they went about their way. Now, some of these festival styles were cute, I ain't gonna lie. However, a lot of them went way too far into the depths of cultural appropriation. Now, here's the thing with festival fashion. I do like the idea of there being a dress, I wouldn't say a dress code, but maybe like a theme. You know, everyone loves a theme. I love a theme. I throw so many parties at my apartment here with themes, and my people come through and they come dressed in the theme. I myself like when a concert has a theme, because I too went to the Renaissance, right? You know, I was there, and I had on my, as Beyonce had, well, she didn't request the silver at that point, but I did have on a Renaissance-esque kind of like, you know, thing that I threw together for the concert. But the way millennials were on the festival fashion needs to be studied and put into the history books. What are your thoughts on festival fashions? Let me know in the comments. All right, so number 3, millennial fashion trend. We got to talk about this now. You know, like bib necklaces. I had them too, and I even want to talk to myself about it. Like, what is happening? But let me tell you something. In the early 2010s, if you didn't hit up Charming Charlie and get you a statement necklace to dress up your outfit, which was, you know, maybe a long sleeve t-shirt and some jeans, what was you even doing? I mean, I venture to say that you were sane, and you were probably forward thinking that like, this trend ain't gonna age well. You know, probably, you know, you might have been thinking that. Now, adjacent to this trend were those long owl necklaces. I had one, but was mine an owl? I think mine was an owl. It was an abstract owl, I think. But let me look. Them statement necklaces of the 2010s were definitely like the Etsy version of the 80s Dookie chain. Did you rock the statement necklaces or nah? Let me know in the comments. All right, number 4, skinny jeans. We millennials love our skinny jeans, so much so that a lot of us were ready to go to fisticuffs with Gen Z over them declaring that skinny jeans were dead a couple of years ago. No, but rightfully so, right? Skinny jeans, they were comfortable, they went with a lot of things, they came in a lot of colors, and they were like a more constructed version of leggings, because there was a time in fashion in the 2000s where some of y'all were going way too far with these leggings. So, you know, the skinny jeans were a welcomed, you know, addition into the fashion world at the time. Now, I definitely had my fair share of skinny jeans. I don't wear them now. I think the closest thing I have to skinny jeans is maybe something that's straight leg, but I don't wear skinny jeans because then the stores started having more interesting jean styles that came out that I felt were like just more me than skinny jeans were. But there's nothing inherently wrong with skinny jeans. If they're flattering for you, if that's what you love to wear, obviously continue to wear it. However, if you still want to rock your skinny jeans, I would gently suggest that you give it more of a 2024 style revamp, because if you're gonna wear with them ankle boots, you know, them capes that we used to wear, like little wraparound things, and one of them freaking millennial hats, like all of that together with the skinny jeans, you could do better than that, girl. Now, where do you stand when it comes to skinny jeans? Let me know in the comments. Number 5, the bandage dress. Let me tell you something. Hervé Leger had Hollywood in a chokehold with these bandage dresses. And then, you know, for those of us, I never wore a bandage dress because I didn't have the confidence to, you know, rock it back then. But for those of us who didn't have the, you know, Hervé Leger budget, you know, you probably went you down to the BB, Charlotte Russe or something and got you a little dupe bandage dress. But I actually like to see the girlies in their bandage dresses back in the day because, like, you know, they be like snatched up and looking cute with their little bandage dresses. I was living vicariously through them because, like I said, I didn't have the confidence to wear one myself. However, now I feel like we have a lot more options when it comes to like the statement dress. I think, especially with the advent of Fashion Nova, I would say that a lot of the like statement dresses, the birthday dress, the gala dress, the extravaganza kind of dress, we've gotten way more options that, you know, regular people can get their hands on. I would say that the bandage dress, could you get away with rocking a bandage dress in 2024? Y'all tell me. What were your thoughts on the bandage dress? Did you own one? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Tell me in the comments. Number 6, and this one was so polarizing when it was a trend. This trend hit hard, it hit heavy, but it didn't last long. It had a huge impact, but it didn't last long. And these are them tiny ass sunglasses. Now, myself personally, I ain't get into this trend because you see me, I have a big face, and my big face with them little puny little picnic sunglasses, and I can't wear that. I knew exactly, I would see the, you know, the girlies in the fashion pictures and stuff like that looking cute with their little tiny sunglasses, but the only person that I knew in person that could rock the tiny sunglasses is my friend Gabby. Gabby could rock them little tiny sunglasses. I think the trend phased out very quickly for a reason. And that's the thing with sometimes with eyewear trends. They come and they go. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on the tiny sunglasses? Did you rock them? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Let me know in the comments. Ooh, child. Number 7. Whew, them Christian Louboutin Soul Kate pumps. Lord. Red bottoms were such a part of culture in the 2010s. Like, you know, they was bloody shoes and, you know, people posed specifically so that you'd be able to see that they had them red bottoms on. Now, myself personally, I also bought Christian Louboutin shoes. I bought 2 pairs. I had this gold booty pair of Christian Louboutins that I got from a sample sale. And then I bought these like slingbacks that were, I believe they were PVC mixed with something else. I have to put a picture up if I can find a picture of me wearing them. However, those joints broke very quickly, and thankfully I got them from either like Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus, you know, one of those department stores that has a really good return policy. I think it was Nordstrom maybe, and I was able to get my money back because, child. Now, the thing with the Soul Kates though, let's get back to this, the Christian Louboutin Soul Kates. The thing with these shoes is that they're not a bad idea in theory, because essentially they're an elevated pump, because they were really, you know, they came in different heel heights by the millimeter, right? However, the arch of the shoe kind of made it more of like an elevated basic, an unbasic basic, like I like to call them here in the channel. And the patent leather texture kind of gave it like a, ooh, like a little pump. You could wear these to work, you could wear them on the weekend with your jeans and, you know, whatever, what have you. But the gag is, as much as people were going hard for these shoes, them shits was uncomfortable as fuck. But not in a uncomfortable like, oh, you're just not used to wearing heels kind of uncomfortable. Them shits was uncomfortable in a, are these shoes trying to kill us all kind of uncomfortable. There are so many documented instances of them so-cates being feet killers. Like, there are blog posts, there are messages on forums where people are giving each other, you know, tidbits on how to survive them Ted Bundy of shoes. One person on the Purse blog forum said that she, after a day of wearing them, and she's an executive assistant, not like, you know, yeah, she gotta walk to the, you know, to the office and send the fax. You know, tend to the office and things like that, and, you know, go get a sip of water from the fountain. I don't know, I haven't worked a corporate job in well over 10 years. But anyway, and how she, at the end of the day of work, basically what I'm trying to get at is that it's not like she's at McDonald's on her feet all day or working retail. She's sitting down on a plushy office chair most of the day. And even she was going home and putting her feet into a homemedic foot spa to survive them killer shoes. Was it even that serious, y'all? Like, I wound up either selling or just giving away them gold Christian Louboutin booties that I bought. And wherever the hell they are today, let them joints burn in hell. Nah, Christian Louboutin himself needs to be investigated for his crimes against humanity. But in his defense, in a 2012 interview with Vogue, he said that I don't want to create painful shoes, but it is not my job to create something comfortable. If you can't walk in them, don't wear them. I mean, got a point. What are your thoughts on the Christian Louboutin so-cates? Tell me in the comments. Now, before we get to number 8, we have some honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Peplum. Listen, that was my jam. That was my Peplum was my thing back in the day, because essentially it's like a fit and flare silhouette. I love a fit and flare. I like something that brings attention to my waist, that cinches my waist and then flares out to give the illusion that I have curvier hips than I actually have, because, you know, my hips come out, but they don't come out like I would love them to, and a fit and flare or a peplum can give me that kind of shape. I had peplum tops, I had peplum dresses, I had peplum skirts. I looked like, one of my things, like sometimes I have something in my head that I want to wear, that I want to buy, that I want to have, and I'll like keep looking for it. So I had this idea, I'm like, oh, I want a pair of peplum pants, like a pair of slacks that had like the peplum kind of thing in the front. Never found a pair that I liked, which, you know, is probably the universe being like, girl, chill. Now, I don't actually think peplum was a bad trend, and of course I'm not just saying that because I was wearing it, but because I do feel like you actually can bring peplum, you know, beyond the depths of the 2010s. I said the same thing when it came to skinny jeans, is that there's nothing wrong with it, just don't style it like you would have if it was 2013. And you know, the way of styling the peplum top with a super skinny pair of skinny jeans or pants or leather leggings or something, and then them damn Christian Louboutin so-cates. And then honorable mention number 2, those high-low tops. You know, those kind of tops where it'd be, you know, party in the front and business in the back. Now, I too loved a high-low top back in the day. However, when you think about it, and this is not going to be the same for everyone because obviously we're not all shaped the same, but the way that a high-low top can kind of mess with your proportions, you know, somebody who is kind of like, I'm wide at my hip, and then to have like that horizontal line, that short horizontal line to make me look wider there, that wasn't the best. But anyway, we're gonna move on to what I think was one of the worst parts 2010 millennial fashion. So number 8, the light ass bubble gum pink lipstick. Back in 2010, you know, Nicki Minaj was one of the biggest things in pop culture. Her album Pink Friday was gonna debut, or it had debuted, and she did this collaboration with Mac. Were they hot back then? I think they were. The super light colored lipstick hit the millennial communities hard. People of all complexions were wearing lipstick that was like super, 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 super light. Very light. And then we went to the other extreme where people were wearing like the super wild colors, like people were wearing yellow and green and blue and white lipsticks. It was a time. It was a time. What are your thoughts though on the super light or wild color lipstick, or any of the other trends in this video for that matter? What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And don't feel bad if you rocked any of these trends and like right now you're like cringing and you regret it, because Gen Alpha, you know, the generation right after Gen Z, they gonna be rocking all of our 2010s fashions in 2030 anyway. And what's that, 6 years from now? So, and they gonna be acting like they came up with it. Now, if you're still in the mood to tussle over fashion, make sure you check out this video right here where where I tell you about the fashion girlies who were telling us the things that we shouldn't be wearing no more. They out of style. Were they right? You tell me. Click on this video and I'll see you there.